I was eating at a Noodles and Company, and my server brought me over a plate of macaroni and cheese and says, "Here are your noodles, sir, and here is your company." And he wheels out an unconscious man strapped to a wheelchair. I say, "What is this?" They say, "This is a Noodles and Company, sir. If you're dining alone, we provide you with the company. His name is Gary. He's in a coma." I say, "He's in a coma?" They say, "Yes. Noodles and Company has a proud history of hiring the comatose. Now enjoy your noodles." Start eating my macaroni and cheese, and then I hear this sound. Pss, 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 pss. I look up. It's Gary. His eyes are open. I say, "Gary, you're awake?" He says, "I've been awake for 3 months. They won't let me leave." I said, "Gary, I'm going to get you out of this." So I start screaming, "There's a hand in my mac and cheese, a human hand!" The server runs over to the table, says, "I don't see a hand." I slap him into next Tuesday, and I say, "You see one now?" I grab Gary, push him out the door, hop on the back of his wheelchair, and now we're riding down the mountain, slalom style. This particular Noodles and Company was on top of a mountain. But we're not out of the woods just yet. Noodles and Company goons start popping out of the trees on top of snowmobiles and armed with Uzis. They're firing upon us. I'm dodging the bullets. Gary's freaking out. He's going, "I don't know what's going on." I said, "Gary, I don't know how long you were in that coma, but this is what the world is now. You gotta act fast or die fast. And baby, I'm the quickest cat in town." And I pull out my throwing knives and start picking off goons left and right. Gary's screaming again. I say, "Gary, what is it?" He says, "There's a cliff." Sure enough, 1,000-foot sheer drop, and we're headed right for it. It's a one-way ticket to hell, and we bought it with miles, so there's no refunds. I say, "Gary, do you trust me?" He says, "Do I have a choice?" I say, "Nope." I hit the NOS on the back of the wheelchair, and we go launching off the cliff. And for one glorious moment, I think we're gonna make it. But then the NOS sputters out, and we start going down. I think, this is how I'm gonna die. But then, ka-clunk! We land atop the cherry red wings of a biplane. It's Guillaume Mezzanine, the bush pilot, my old friend. Guillaume pops his head out the window and says, "You boys look like you needed a lift." We all laugh and fly off into the sunset. And that's why they won't let me back into a Noodles and Company.